every customer that comes into my store to have their tapes, home movies, films, photos digitized, I let them know that I'm interested in these, and if they're thinking about throwing one away, bring it in. I'll either buy it from them or I'll take it off their hands. And this customer said, hey, you've helped us out a lot. We want you to have this. So let's take a look at it. I haven't tested it yet, but he did say it works. It's got some stuff written on the DVD player there, and looks like some kind of paint. The emblem on the player on the TV looks pretty messed up as well. But let's test it, and then let's clean it up and see if we can get it to look pretty again. Yet to have someone drop off a 9-inch TV like this. I do have a couple 9-inch TVs back here. In the back, though, you can see there, first off, I have some 13-inch. I have a Panasonic. This one has a radio on it. It's white. This is kind of my pride and joy 13-inch. This was actually given to me by a customer as well. They just kind of showed up and dropped it off. Here is a similar style TV with a VHS deck instead of a DVD player. And here, I think this may be the exact same TV we're working with out front. I'm not sure yet, but I'm pretty sure that's the same exact TV. We got another Toshiba here with a VHS deck, and another. I am a fan of the Toshiba. This is a old Magnavox 20-inch. I'm thinking about selling that one, but that's a good size as well. I just don't care much for the Magnavox brand. We've also got another 20-inch CRT here. It's a Sanyo. I really like this one a lot. I need to clean it. And I've got a couple of 9-inch, or rather 4 9-inch decks here, or 5. An Orion DVD 9-inch deck, and a Toshiba DVD 9-inch deck. I think this is like a 2004 model. That thing is nice. And then, of course, the Trinitron PVMs. Well, yeah, remember these iMacs? I need to pull it out. It's got the arm on it and everything. This is super cool. Another 12-inch TV here, or 13-inch TV. No deck, but I do have it paired with this Panasonic. And this one is actually for sale. I sell these from time to time. This one works really well. I've got Rush Hour 2 in the TV at the moment. But let's just see. If you're in Pensacola, this is for sale on Marketplace. But let's see. Fast forward. Yeah, so it's working. Perfect. It's a nice little setup if you don't want to buy a TV with a VCR. Sometimes I think that this is a better idea, even though everyone wants the smaller TVs with the VCRs. I do think that, get my history here. I do think that these are a better option, because if the VCR goes bad, then you can just replace the VCR. But if the VCR goes bad in one of these, it can be a little bit more difficult to work on it. And if you can't fix it, then you're just kind of SOL. But, you know, get yourself a cool VCR that kind of goes with the look of the TV. And, you know, that's looking pretty similar to something like this. And it takes up the same amount of room. Over here is another pride and joy, a Toshiba. It's a white 20-inch CRT. And it's got a VHS deck as well. Pretty cool. I really like this one. This thing works excellent as well. And another CRT I have is this Ninja Turtles. It also has the DVD player and the DVD remote and the VHS remote as well. Or the TV remote. No VHS on that TV. The remote is very yellowed. I don't know if I can fix that. There's something called Retro Bright out there. I've never used it, but my buddy Blake, who has a vintage store in town called Doomsday Retro, I've seen him do some stuff with that, so maybe I'll get him on the video to show me how to, you know, he's done it with NES and Super NES consoles. I wonder if that process would make this gray again, but we'll see. I need AAA batteries to check this, so I'll grab those, plug the TV in, and see if we can get this thing cleaned up. AAA batteries here. No back on this remote. That's okay though. See if it powers on. Yeah, it powered on. That's good. Let's grab ourselves a DVD. Well, the last video, I don't know if you watched that one, but I completely destroyed my Thumbtanic DVD. This thing is looking rough. Oh my gosh! So we're not going to put that one in there. Well, I guess we should put it in there to test. But I got Ferris Bueller. Put that in. Let's see if this remote ejects it as well. They will. Yeah, here we go. Eject. And don't forget, we're going to try to clean the front of this TV off if it works. Slow. Ooh, that was kind of loud. Oh, actually, I don't have Ferris Bueller. Ugh! I know where it is, though. Have you guys ever watched the Back to the Future animated series? Put this in and see what the screen looks like here, the menu screen. DVD, okay. Here we go. The standard Toshiba DVD screen. Man, this stuff takes forever to start. But it takes just as long to pick out your content on the streaming services these days. At least these, you know, once it's on, it's on. Oh yeah, she works. This is great. I think these TVs go for around $200 to $300 on eBay. You know, locally, probably sell it for a couple $100 to the right person. I know a lot of people are trying to get these for like $50 or even free like I just did, but you know, that customer brought it in for me to sell it if I wanted to. He just wanted to give me some stuff to sell. So I do sell my TVs from time to time when I have too many. This one, if we can clean it up, we may sell it, but because I have one just like it back there or one that looks similar. This is the Back to the Future 3 animated series, or animated series season 1. I thought it was 3 because of this, but it's a cartoon based off the Back to the Future franchise. And if you've never seen it, you should probably check it out. It's pretty ridiculous. But anyways, let's try to see if we can clean this thing up, guys. Gosh, where's it at? Open, close. Okay, there we go. I'd say this has been a really good reason to come in on a Saturday. Typically here on Saturdays, I don't do a lot of work. A lot of times I'll just kind of, you know, check some of the work, make some USB drives, and just give people an opportunity to come in and drop off on the weekends. I did have one customer come in this morning who dropped off 31 tapes, I believe. So, you know, that was worth coming in just to, you know, meet up with him, let him drop off his videos conveniently on the weekend. Not everyone is available during the week. So let's see if we can clean this off. I got some goo off, some rubbing alcohol, and some acetone, but I probably won't use acetone on it because it's plastic and that will mess it up. Okay, I've got some Goo Gone and I've got some isopropyl alcohol just in this little dropper here. I think the Goo Gone is a little bit more abrasive than the alcohol, so I'm going to start with that and see if this takes any of it off. I'll just drip some of it on there. I don't want to press too hard on it because I don't want to mess the DVD player up. Okay, that came off pretty good. So I'll just kind of keep going with that. No need to use the Goo Gone. Oh, that came off great, guys. Oh, nice. I don't see any fading either from it like being in the sun and that part covering the plastic, the paint part covering the plastic. Okay. That came off really good. I'm just going to go ahead and wipe down the whole front of the screen. Clean up around the edges where the dust collects right here. That's pretty gross. Oh, that's gross, guys. All right, let's see here. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I'm hoping it's the same stuff that they used on the front. Maybe it'll just wipe right off. I do think this is probably worse than there. That doesn't seem to be coming off as well. So in this situation, I might need to, it looks like maybe it's coming off. It's looking way better. And I'm just using a microfiber cloth just because sometimes when you use napkins, it'll like kind of stick to the plastic and leave like little napkin particles everywhere. And I probably should get something to clean in the crevices of this. But I just wanted to see if it would clean up easily without destroying the emblem. And so far so good. I'd hate for that silver to come off the front of that Toshiba. I personally love Toshiba stuff, so I don't want to mess up the badge. But I know that's not perfect, but I bet with a little bit of a toothpick and a little bit of extra love, I can get that completely cleaned up. I'm glad I didn't have to use the Goo Gone. That stuff smells and can really do some damage to plastic. Never put acetone on this stuff, that's for sure. Talked about this TV here. It looks pretty good. Let's look it up on eBay and see what they're going for, just to end the video. All right, ebay.com. All right, there it is. Someone wants $299.95 for this one, plus $50 delivery. This one here, no DVD player. So that one doesn't work correctly, $120. There's the remote for one of them. That's not the same kind of remote. This one they want $349.99 for it. It's a different kind of remote. $240. And let's see, so we got lots of people asking $200 to $250, almost $350 with shipping. Let's see what they go for sold. Select all items that help clean things. All it is toothbrushes and seagulls. Sold items. This one sold for $119.95, but don't let that trick you. The delivery charge was $70, so we're still looking at $200 for that one. This one sold for $249 plus $50 delivery, so we're still looking at around $300. This one here, $159, DVD player not working. And this one here, no DVD player working, $150. No DVD player working, $120 after shipping. This one here, no remote working, $237 plus $25 shipping. So these are going high. Here's the exact one here with remote, and they sold it for $249.97 plus $50 delivery. So I'd say these go for around $300. So this was a pretty good freebie, guys. I really appreciate customers bringing me this kind of stuff. They always offer if they offer to buy it from them, and a lot of times they just say, "No, man, thank you so much. Just consider it your tip." Ooh, there's that Toshiba 9-inch I have. It's going for the same price. There it is. Cool. So these bigger 13-inch ones are going for about the same price as these little ones. I think that'll change soon. I think those little ones will start going for more. I think the smaller ones are more valuable, in my opinion, just because they are just so portable and crisp. The image is just so nice on them. Anyways, I like the 9 inches more than the 13, but I think the 13-inch is probably a better TV if you're looking at, just getting something to watch old VHS tapes on and play video games on. The 20 inches are great too, but they're a little heavy. They start taking up a little bit too much room. This is perfect for, like maybe putting next to your current flat screen TV, or just having like a little space next to your desk. Like the one I have here, this 9-inch is just perfect for sitting on the desk and testing customers' tapes when they come in. If I have a problem with the tape and I can't transfer it well, I will show them the digitized copy, and then I'll put their tape in this TV and show them that the tape is in fact degraded. But I want to say thank you to that customer that dropped this off. If you're watching this, I really appreciate you. This is cool, and I hope you guys enjoyed checking out my CRT collection. Let me know in the comments if this is the kind of stuff you're into. If you need your home movies transferred, give us a call. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.